In this video we'll take a look at the RxJS subject and behavior subject observables. These are special types of observables and they have their own constructor. So a subject, it's both an observable and an observer at the same time. So it can receive emitted values through a subscription, and we can also use the pipe and the pipeable operators, but it can also invoke next, error and the complete methods to inform the subscribers of the subject. So to understand subjects, we need to understand the difference between Unicast and Multicast, and so far our observables have been Unicast. So that means the subscriptions are independent of other subscriptions. So for example, this simple observable here, these numbers, we subscribe to it in two different cases, and we can see that we're just, in the first case we're logging to the console the number 123, so 123, and in the second subscription we're logging 2 times that number, so 246. And as far as these observables are concerned, this observable here, it doesn't, well, this subscription to this observable here has no impact on this subscription to this observable here. So they're separate values essentially, and they can run independently of one another. So in contrast, the subject and behavior subject observables, they're multicast. And what multicast will do is the subscribers of subjects, they can all share the execution of the observable. So we can inform multiple subscribers of a subject to a new value, or simultaneously. So let's go ahead and take a look at that, and let's think of an example of why this could come in handy. And it's similar to an event emitter. So let's say we're building our application and we have two components that display the same message after a HTTP request, or a very similar message. And rather than make a second HTTP request, we could broadcast the same message to both the observer components. So they'll reduce a load to the server. So let's go ahead and just take a look at, so I'll comment this out. Should I delete this? Oh no, I'll just leave it there. Comment it out. But okay, so let's import subject, and this is a constructor. So we import that from RxJS, and we can instantiate a new instance of a subject. So we can just create this constant variable, and we'll just call it subject. And let's say that's a new subject of the type string. So if we want to sort of use this subject, we can, well, one thing to note about subjects compared to observables is the observable is in response to something, so it's much more passive. So, you know, we could be waiting around for a mouse click or a HTTP request to complete, whereas subjects, they're much more active in the sense that you can trigger the event to occur manually. So recall that an observer can have a next, error and complete method. So we can subscribe to this observable, and we can pass in a next method, and let's say we want to we just want to console log in one area. So just think of this as one component. We want to say welcome to, let's say it's a person, so welcome to the value. And so imagine we got our website, and then in the dashboard it says welcome to that person, and we can also have another component that just has their name. So this could be in the top right hand corner to say that they're logged in or something like that. So we could have a separate next in that instance where we just console.log the name, and obviously we'll set it and all that, but and then to actively call the next function, we can just say subject.next, and I'll write John here. And usually the point of having a subject is to broadcast it to multiple observables. So, or broadcast the observable in multiple places. So we'll do two next methods. So that's why we have two subscriptions here, but I'll also do two next methods. And if I save this, we can see in the console we get welcome John and John. So each instance, each subscription is running. So this component saying welcome John for the value John, and then this one is saying just John. But then if I call the next subject, we get welcome Johnny and Johnny. So it's sort of sharing that state. So one thing that we could do is we could have an initial state. So say a user isn't logged in and we just want to say welcome user, let's say it's on the home page or something like that. So what we can do is we can use a behavior subject. So this behavior subject acts in a very similar way to the subject, except we can pass in a value here. So let's just say user, and okay, so we need to call the correct constructor for this. So behavior subject, and now if we save this, we initially get welcome user, then we can subscribe, call the next case, and they'll broadcast that to all our components. So it's very similar to the concept of an event emitter, and obviously, you know, we could have our own services or state management, but it's more to illustrate like how we could use the subject. So in summary, a subject is a multicast observable that you can also call the observer methods on, and we can have an initial value with the behavior subject, or we could just call it manually, and it's probably most useful in broadcasting messages across multiple components, or to save on expensive resources, to save on using expensive resources such as multiple HTTP requests or something. So if we've already done the operation, we don't want to be paying more money for the server to do repetitious HTTP requests when we already have that, so we can just broadcast that information. So say we made a GET request and we got a string back, let's say, and the string could just be the user in this case, so we can display that in multiple places across our application. Okay, so that's subject.